We can edit too, right?
Right.
So
it's important if you're going to do this that you have a dirty kitchen and you do it on dirty dishes, preferably. And you have to borrow your brother's lighter.
I mean, you gotta edit the video, anyway. The video gets edited.
And the sound separate too.
What are all these different settings on here?
And just different things. different things you can test. See, if you're gonna test for something, like let's say you want to test, this is DC, direct current. You know that because of the symbol. It's a straight bar and a dotted line underneath. This is AC current if you want to test AC. And the different numbers are the range. If it's, some multimeters are auto ranging. In other words, you can just hook it up to something and it'll find where it needs to be. But there's a big difference between 1,000 volts and 500 millivolts. So this, you just get it close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that helps the tester to get an accurate reading.
And the goal here, we're creating a
6-volt DC charger for a motorcycle battery instead of going and buying one, because we poke.
That in your hand is just some jumper cable clips, just wired up.
Yep. If you're gonna solder your wires, it's just a little tip, I guess. Make sure you pull enough off that you don't have that sheathing melting and shit while you're trying to solder it. It just makes it harder if it's in the way. Okay. You gotta check and see which one of them, these wires are positive.
You want me to hold something?
I got it. Alright, so they're reversed right here, so that means that this one is our positive.
How do you know which one of these are positive and negative?
Red is positive.
Red is positive.
Yeah, and black is negative.
And black is negative. If
but that's not
that's always the case?
No, it's not always the case. Actually, in household wiring and building and construction, generally speaking, black is always your hot.
Okay.
So, if you're going to work with electricity or wiring and stuff, always use a little forethought and double check and triple check if you're not sure, so you don't kill yourself, because that sucks, and you won't need to ride a motorcycle then.
Yeah.
All right, I done lost it again. Last time.
Put a bunch of work into fixing that motorcycle. Now, create something to make the battery good again. You doing all of this with it plugged in still, right?
Yeah,
so
you should.
If you touch both wires, you would get shocked. But we recommend that everybody unplugs it while you work on it.
Yes, don't be dumb like me. In this case, it's such a low amount of voltage and amps coming through. It's not even 1 amp, but yeah, you should definitely unplug it, whatever you're working on.
So if you got hit with that, you wouldn't be getting hit by 110.
No, don't get it wrong. No,
right.
No, but I mean, there's no guarantee on this transformer.
Yeah,
it could go bad.
Yeah,
and it could let all that shit come through. Who knows?
Yeah,
better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get it twisted. No pun intended. 1 amp can kill you.
1 amp.
Yeah, you can take a lot of voltage. Most of the time you can take a bunch of voltage and live, but 1 amp is amps are actually the current itself, like the water in the pipe. So 1 amp can kill you. That's like the juice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The voltage is just how fast that juice is coming at you. So,
I'm not like covering this microphone up.
I might have to look right here. Just double check here. That's a good thing. I almost forgot. If you have heat shrink tubing, make sure you put it on when you put your wires together. Otherwise, when you solder it up, it's too late.
You have to use electrical wire after that, right? Electrical tape.
Yeah. Yeah.
after you solder them together, it's done.
Yeah. Can't get the shit back in the horse, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hooking your black to your positive and your red to your negative.
Red positive.
Red positive. Black is negative.
In the case of a battery or a charger, it's red is usually hot, and black is your ground or your neutral, your common, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. A little bit of flux to clean that shit off, make the solder flow good.
Any kind of flux works.
No, you want a tinning flux, or the most important thing with flux is soldering electrical stuff is 60-40. It's like 60% something, I don't know, lead or whatever, and 40% something else. So
okay.
This is rosin core solder is what you want.
And that is a soldering gun, right?
Soldering iron, yeah.
Soldering iron. If you didn't have a soldering iron, how would you do it?
You go buy one.
Go get one.
Yeah.
Proper way. No way to rig that up. Paperclip, when heating up a paperclip. I remember in prison, right?
Yeah.
We'd solder on radios.
You kind of can if it's really small wire and it's really small stuff.
Yeah.
But anything like even this, you would really have to fucking get that joker hot, and it would take multiple times probably
for it to properly
to get the solder to flow right.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have enough heat. Rosin core, 60-40, 40-60, whatever, close enough.
Okay.
Wires,
so, yeah, you want your flux to match your solder.
Yeah.
Is what that is, okay. They do make different kinds, right? So,
Yes, there's electrical solder, there's plumbing solder. You definitely want to get some electrical stuff.
what were you doing there? Just getting it spread out so that it'll...
This is called tinning your tip, and basically it just does two things. It keeps the tip from getting brittle, and it makes it last the lifetime of it a lot longer, to keep clean solder on it. And also, like, I don't have to put solder on the wire now. It should flow off the tip and follow what we're trying to get to.
Is this shit toxic or anything?
Yes, you should have a fan on.
Should have a fan.
Don't breathe this shit. It will definitely kill you.
He says that while we're breathing it.
Well, fuck.
Damn. If you're gonna be...
Hey, you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough.
Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna pause this here.